Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 2 Matchday 14. And this is the round where, in Division 1 and Division 2 last season, managers were sacked following these games. And I can't see it being much different to how that's been. So we'll have to see how that goes tonight. I think, before we get to the important stuff of what's actually going on in the chat, let's bring on the co-commentator, someone who has already been busy co-commentating tonight on the Games Gone AFCON stream, which we won't talk about. Mike, don't worry. It's Mr. Duggan. Good evening.
Hello, very conscious that it might just be a little bit of Duggan saturation. So I do apologise. It was a little bit too much for one night, for one sitting. Not even my own missus can put up with kind of circa 90 minutes of me. So yeah, you good, mate? Yeah.
yeah. For the old booster today, and ready for boosting everybody on the Swemp tonight. So it's all good fun.
Just spied there's a little bit of Swemp related snack chat in there.
Yes.
Some classic sweets, toffos, vice versa are fantastic.
Tab Clear was
keep
at the
that
top
going.
there. Yeah, Tab Clear.
Nice.
Spira. Yeah, Spira's is good. And then I don't believe custard shoe buns from M&S tonight are old sweets. So Tato, you're not allowed to mention things that exist now. Yeah.
Old drinks as well. I'm a big fan of like old pop. Like in the northeast, we call it pop. Big fan of old school pop. So if there's any, like say your ties, that's those sorts of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Your
ties are still
Danny
around, but
and
it's very rare,
Burdocks.
isn't it? Yeah.
Mm,
D&B.
Remember when it was 29 pence a can? Ties up 29 pence a can. So yeah, any old school sweets or any old school pops, I am all in.
Campinos. I remember the name, but I don't remember what they were. Quinton just.
Oh yeah, they were little strawberry and cream swirls, weren't they? They were like
Oh, those
circle boiled
ones, yeah.
sweets. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Get the Jaffa cakes out. Oh, Jaffa cakes went down in my estimations when they went from 12 to 10 in a pack.
Mm,
That's
mm,
just not right.
yeah.
It is just
Ben
not
Shaw's
right.
diner by Danny Van Burdock from Stay Right. Good shows. Yeah, we used to have a herbalist shop on not a herbalist in the kind of sense of like new age herbalism, but used to be kind of like an old school kind of like barber shop herbalist shop in Newcastle on the high street. And he used to have dandelion and burdock on the pump with pineapple cider. He used to be able to go in on a Saturday morning and have a
Mm.
dandelion and burdock from the pump and have a licorice root. It was all very kind of 1920s,
Oh,
1930s.
very
Pretty good.
nice. Yeah, just near me we've got the oldest, basically one of the last remaining temperance bars in the country as well. So
Nice.
that's
That is class.
quality. It's only less than 10 minutes walk, so it's quality. What have we got here? We've got Jolly Ranchers from
Jolly
Tato, yeah,
Ranchers are a good shout. Jolly
and
Ranchers are a really good shout.
Quinton reminding me that Starburst Juicers were among my favourites there as well.
Mm.
Used
Those were the ones with the kind of syrup in the middle, weren't they?
they were basically like jelly bean kind of things, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, they had about 5 or 6 flavours in there. I think one of them was watermelon or something like that in there as well.
I've got
Pink
two.
grapefruit was.
I've got two great shouts here.
Go on.
First one is Fizzy Jerks.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I think they were awesome, Fizzy Jerks. And then the second one is Nerds.
Nerds and runts and dweebs and all that from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Oh, man.
I think nerds were my favourites of those. Runts were quite good. The ones that were actually like shaped like fruit.
Mm. Yeah. They were a little bit more perfumey them though, weren't they? They were a little
Yes.
bit more like
Yeah.
kind of Palmer Violet kind of
Made
texture.
out of
But yeah, Fizzy
powder.
Jerks. Mm. Mm. Yeah, Cola Cubes, Stay Right says, but obviously with a K, not a C.
Cartoonies were the biscuit ones, weren't they? With chocolate inside. Fizzy
Yeah,
jerk
I don't
sounds
know.
illegal. Nice one, Wolfie.
Yeah, no, they were really good. I'm going to try and dig some fizzy jerks out actually. Try and find some in one of the American sweet shops or something. Take it off your dad's a runt. Yeah. So.
Ice chim's
Anyway,
still going, Savage. Anyway, here's a table
did
there.
anyone ever used to eat actually the biscuits off the ice
I,
because I used to bite the sugar off the top and
I
never
would
used
eat
to
them
bother with the biscuit.
separately. I would never eat one together. I would always eat the
Yeah.
one bit and then the other. Swan's here
Mm.
as well. We haven't really mentioned names of who's here. I think we've covered everybody's names in conversing about things. But and Stu is up at the top. He was the one who called the tab clear. Let's look at that table there. So top of the league is Boston, 2 points clear of Mega Horse with Sprungfelt just behind, and then Badgers divisionally in fifth. But I mean, when you think about their recent run, it hasn't necessarily been plain sailing for them, I guess. When you look at that, I mean, what did you think of that game?
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Gets
You know,
picked on every time.
one person who's the real deal and one person who is a pretender. Did you know Dudley are top of the Super League at the moment? I don't know if
Dudley
you've heard
Hill
that.
top of the Super
Um,
League, yeah, 4-1
yeah.
last night. Great result, great performance all round actually for them.
Mm.
Absolutely tremendous. What else have we got? We have got Flamingos just below, Fortuna and Grove, all 20 points plus at the moment. So remember last season that the bottom three, I think, all finished with about in single figure points maybe. So when you look and see that 11th is already up to 16, maybe these are the bottom three at the end of the season. I mean, obviously you don't want to be in there, but who knows? Live from the delivery room, Smuts is there. And you can't wake the little lad. He can't speak, he can't hear what we're saying. But, great news for Smuts earlier on today.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. And welcome to the world of sleepless nights. Smuts.
The way that the sound actually broke up on there made it sound really disturbing that you said that, but it's right, it will be disturbing. So,
Yeah, that was deliberate. That was deliberate.
what do we pick out first? Fifey's not here yet, so we'll move on to another one. Are there any games where no managers are going to be on tonight? Because that might be a good one to start with. A game where nobody's here. I think there's probably managers from every game tonight. Yeah, we've got every manager here. So we'll go to. I know Swan likes to play early, doesn't he, with Gondor, so he can get some sleep. So last time
Yeah,
round,
Swan's got a real job and a real life. So
yeah, well, he works for the Queen, doesn't he?
I think so, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
chasing us for tax.
because he is a Swan, so he's owned by the Queen. It's just a fact. Last time they played each other, Fortuna won 2-0 with 2 goals from Nakamura. These are the fixtures that were on the opening day of the season, I believe. So, this was Shunsuke Nakamura starting there. Dimble requesting an early game. We will play your game second then. And looking at that, I mean, they are going. I can't decide whether it's defensive or it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, 3-4-2-1. Yeah, it's definitely kind of trying to not lose rather than trying to win. I think from that. Yeah, interesting. I always think when you've got the three centre halves, you kind of lose one player where it could be somewhere else on the pitch. I think if you had the one AMC in there, that might be a little bit better from the kind of three centre halves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting one. And Chris Hope getting action tonight at last. So
Yeah,
good
we
to
love
see
Chrissy
him
Hope,
go
don't we?
with his 12 for penalties. Papua New Guinea rugby players had to be 2 on 3D about stealing some, or warned, I guess that is, and bathing in their blood. What? To be double, yeah. I mean, yeah, we know what you mean, Steve. It will be. What's it? I will. There we go. Just had to make. Oh, this might cut us short now. Just to let you all know, we might have a small delay in the middle of the show where Duggan can't be heard purely because we'll have a 40-minute timer on now on Zoom at this point. So it'll all be good, but we'll have a 40-minute timer, so we might get cut out.
Yeah, we'll be grand.
Yeah, we'll just restart it. We'll just restart it when we can. So Gondor, we've heard about Gondor. We'll go over to Fortuna. And Fortuna with Nakamura, of course, who scored 2 on the opening day. He's scored 2 since, but he is still playing fairly well. Change for the team today, lineup wise, just Taibi out and Keem in goal.
Yeah, I do like this as a concept. Once you'd kind of explained what it was, I really liked it. I think I gave him some shit early doors for not knowing what it was, and then kind of once I realised what it was, I liked it a lot. Nakamura is kind of a really cult hero in real life, and I think Tato might be able to tell us a little bit better. Was Champman 3 or Champman 4 that where he's an absolute beast. Not quite the same quality on this, but yeah, Kerr is always interested in an MC because he's either very, very good or very, very bad. And Z Roberto is Z Roberto on the left hand side, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's only got 2 assists. It's a strange one this season. I think he will get some more in the second half. Skittles without shells. Yeah, I like those ones. Whatever they're called.
Skittles without shells.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but they're just Skittles with no shells, and they are pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dudamel, the Venezuelan goalkeeper, is in the squad for the first time this season. So we'll see how he goes. Steve says Nakamura, 2000-2001 as his best, but I don't know. I can't remember.
We had that because in terms of like without kind of looking at stats, I would have thought probably like 03, 04, 04, 05 in terms of like his actual output.
Oh, he's probably
where he was running
maybe
right
05 or 6
for
on
Celtic.
Pro Evo. Yeah, I think he's probably best on like Pro Evo 6.
Oh yeah, definitely take a free kick from anywhere with him, and it's going in, isn't it?
And Juninho and Ugo Yildirim as well. They were all very good. Predictions for this one then? Dudamel taking the 24 shirt today, and that's all 25 now being given squad numbers there.
I think Fortuna will do this 2-1.
2-1 to Fortuna. Any predictions, of course, can come in any time. We'll get the game underway though, and the immediate start there is for is for Fortuna coming forward and attacking. Nakamura's involved. Peralta, another chance. Kerr coming in towards the goal, but nothing really happening. And I would say that Fortuna do look the most dangerous at this point. Steve going 3-1 to Gondor though, and I suppose Diop is worth a goal most games. Carr's taking a yellow card. Carr, a player who's in your 24 Gazelles this season.
Yeah, not out of choice, really, out of necessities. I like him a lot, but when he gets to the kind of top level of CM competitions, he struggles. He's a great kind of pick up for Division 2, Division 1, and take him with you all the way. But this top level, he usually gets found out.
Yeah, you need to be playing him regularly to get the best out of him, I suppose, and you won't because there's better players in your squad. Chance there right at the end of the first half, and Peralta it is who scores the goal and livens up the ratings. Barron's on an 8, Emil Barron. Kerr on a 6, and all of Fortuna on 7s. It's a strange one. Anyone under 75% at half time swap with the most suitable substitute. We will do that. Fortuna on 4 Fortuna, of course. There we are. We'll let him see what he wants to do. He's going to say, hang on. No other changes. Hang on. Yes, but no. We'll find out. For Quinton, Paul Ince is on 82%. He is suffering with a foot injury. Swan wants to go 3-1, 2-1-3 at half time. So 3-1, 2-1-3. Alright, okay. So who's going where? Is Carr going up
pushing
front?
Gardner and Diop up
Barron and Carr can play up front. Move them how you see fit. Well, I think
so. So the one DM would be Carr, wouldn't it?
So Carr. Well, Johnson's a defensive mid.
Johnson,
up front.
yeah.
And then I don't know if you wanted to play him like that because they've got to be out wide. That if they have to play out wide, this might be the way to do it. You've got your wide players there. You've got Barron, who can play up front. You've got Carr, who can play up front. And then you've got an attacking mid, a defensive mid, and 3 centre-backs.
Yeah, he's happy with that.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best way to do it. Ince coming off for the Geordie at half-time for Fortuna. So, see how he goes. Of course, the the player who his team signed the wrong player, and ended up they were trying to buy him, but bought the other Georgiadis. Not Newcastle.
We've all been there. We've all been there, Steve, haven't we?
With his Jorgensens and his Zanettis and all that. Yeah, I think that's it. Half time for both teams there. So half time for both teams. Of course it is. Quick check.
Yeah, Michael Owen style commentary there, of course.
Michael, it's like the one on I think like ISS 98, whatever it is, handing it over to Terry Butcher to see what he thought, and he's like, the team that scored the most goals won. That's about it. Oh, look at this! Peralta's up to an 8 with his goal there. Martin Larsson is struggling with a foot injury at the moment, but Bunjevcevic was playing earlier on this season, not necessarily well, but not bad for someone who's died. And then Diop at 83. These two are not injured clearly. Gardner is suffering with a thigh injury, and Hope is not injured. Tremendous commentar. Thanks, Quinton. Lovely. Whoever has the lowest ratings for Gondor will be coming off, ratings wise. Would be, well, Aragon's going off, and that will be Kernia Wan.
I'll be very disappointed if the People's Champion Kenny Lunt doesn't come on.
Kenny Lunt has to come on. Maybe, are there any players? Gardner was injured, wasn't he? So let's bring Kenny Lunt on the right hand side. That would make sense. Whoever you want. What else should we do? Batata versus Kelly. What would you do? Batata or Kelly?
Kelly.
So bring on Kelly, and let's see how they're getting on. Otherwise, I think car's on a yellow. Do that. Lenny coming back to haunt Fortuna. Yeah. Quick look over at Fortuna's fitness, and they all seem probably. Larson, of course, we've already said it. My spelling was surprised it was subtime already. Has he made his changes anyway? No, I haven't mentioned them yet, so we'll see what he's going to say. See what he's going to say. Probably, something. Quinton does miss him. I think he does miss him a lot. Just waiting to hear what he's got to say. I've got lots of. Oh, that's okay. Just had loads of messages and I didn't actually know why. Is he? He hasn't put any. Oh, Yao for Davala. There we are. I actually can see this now. He has sent it a while ago, and I didn't even notice. Did you notice it?
No. I
It's
didn't.
appeared.
No.
I think it's just appeared because I didn't see that between those two. I think it's just appeared. That wasn't there.
No, it's a bit bizarre that.
Yeah, it has come. My comments have disappeared previously. Yeah, it's appeared now twice. Yeah, very strange. Anyway, we're on. It's only taken us till 20 to 10 to get the first game nearly finished. Oh, Hope's gone. And that means Baron just drops to the back and go to
Hope.
And just leave Hope in the middle of midfield there as soon as he's gone. 21:35. He sent it. Yeah. I think everyone else has seen it, and it just hasn't appeared for us. He sent a WhatsApp message just in case. No, he's pretending. Oh yeah, he sent a picture of the thing. He sent a picture of the chat. Nakamura's had one of this.
Ooh, so cool.
Obviously the 3 subs slightly backfiring, but obviously in the end Fortuna win in a game that did it end? I don't think it entertained, did it? Fortuna have the best
definitely
of it.
didn't.
But,
definitely didn't. Just that goal probably as good as it got second half.
Yeah, it was pretty dull. Yeah, Fortuna for their part have done nothing wrong.
Yeah, they got the job done, mate. They got the job done, but they're not going to, they're not going to be the talk of the town tonight, really. Are they? They're going to be last on match of the day there.
Well, you hope that's the worst game we're going to get.
Yeah, hopefully.
Chris Hope down to 34%. I suppose there is hope that it could just be a dead leg, but we'll have to see going forward with that.
Dimble's just jumped into the chat and said he's downloaded a real-time editor.
Oh, is this his this is his Graham Kelly one, I assume. The Graham Kelly editor, which it is quite mind blowing. Some of the stuff on it. It is very good.
Is that the one that what I refers to as the dirty editor? Yeah.
No, the dirty editor is actually called the dirty editor. And it just lets you. And the only thing I know it can do is allow you to manage all international teams. I think it can do something else, but it's a bit unstable. Another one, he's just found another editor. CM God. I used to get CM God before, years ago, and you could actually turn players up to they had 127 for certain stats.
Wow. Yeah, real time editor might be really interesting in terms of, I know obviously Swemp takes you absolutely fucking ages to set up. If the real time editor makes a database that you already have edited easier to edit, then I think that would be really, really interesting. You press a button and it shows changes in your save file. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Could be interesting. I'm going to have a look afterwards. Then we'll, whenever we can get a bit of a chat or whatever, just let me know. We're on to your game now. It is Pelham, and Pelham for today have got Philippa Forrester up front instead of Roy Cropper, and into the rest of the team, Campbell's come in for Burnett and Poughton's gone central.
More importantly, can we just have a look what Curtis Woodhouse is up to?
Yeah,
now?
He's playing for Vallentuna, isn't he? And he's got himself a new club, and so he's playing for Vallentuna in Division 2. He is suspended for his so he's managed to play a cup game for the team last time out, but he's still suspended from when he played for Pelham.
Yeah.
Jonas Björklund or Johan Björklund. Here we are. They've got some lovely players. Grell. Everyone likes a bit of Grell. He's awful. He's absolutely awful. Cummings.
You're just repeating the word Cummings now.
Yeah. Just why not? Why not? Easily corrupt a save file. Yeah, I imagine it would. But it's fun to play around. So did you think they got a good chance?
Not really.
Quinton making a Robot Wars joke
there. I didn't get it.
Chaos was one of the robots, wasn't it? Chaos 2 was one of the big champions.
Who was your favourite? Who was your favourite house robot?
I don't know really. I mean, Kill-A-Lot was great for its sheer power, but probably a bit of Sergeant Bash.
Absolutely the correct answer, Dan. Well done. And anything with a flamethrower is automatically the best. Like he had a fucking flamethrower on his head. I mean, Shunt was all right, but he just shunted people. And Matilda was a little bit gay. She was a little bit of a lesbian, really, wasn't she? So yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying. I embrace all peoples.
Just there's certainly nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Yes, what we on? Sergeant bashing at home. Cheers. So Booth's Town Badgers for today gone for a complete change of formation, and I think they've got a lot of Tato's favourites in today. Yeah,
big up the Kevin Kyle up top.
Yeah, after last game
fantastic.
with his 4 goals, whatever he scored in the cup. Yeah.
Yeah, Molesky as a centre half's interesting. Never played him there myself, so it'll be good to see how he gets on. Ugo Ekiog, doesn't matter what the competition is or the format, it's just regularly absolutely solid. And Rayed out on the MR, nice like that. Interesting. I think this is probably definitely one of my kind of favourite squads in terms of players that are quality but not quality in terms of core stats, like Sir Collins and Jackson. and Riyadh. Yeah, really like this. Really like this team.
3 of the 11 not in Super League. Priest, Kyle, Cabello. Is Famani in Super League?
No.
So is that 4?
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll let Smuts off. He's probably tired.
Yeah. No, he's still at that euphoric stage, mate, isn't he?
Tato going
Where
for 4 as well.
you're like, yeah.
There we are. So Pelham, they've got the kit that Dimble specified the exact colours he wanted there.
I quite like that.
Nice little away
I
kit.
really like that.
3-1 says Quinton for Hersey and Jets to score. So, you've seen the teams
All the way around.
Yeah, you've seen the teams backwards, haven't we? So,
yeah, I think this could be a little bit of a bloodbath for Badgers. I think Badgers 3-0.
Badgers 3-0 and Tato going 2-0 Pelham. And Ross Swallow, yes, Ross made his commentary debut last week in Division 1. It's a penalty and it's John Welsh who scored a penalty. So yeah, Ross saying 2-1 to Badgers. The keeper Famani Kyle, and it's 1-1. It's David Collins, and it was Cabello, the other guy as well. Cabello's not in Super League. Anyway, we are 30, unless someone signed him suddenly, we don't know. Badgers win 7-0, says Wolfie. A little bit delayed, but we'll have to see whether that goal for Pelham will be chalked out. 7-1 then. Yes, there we are. It's, I don't know, it's the half's gone on pretty fast, and chances right at the end for Pelham, and David Priest yet again performing well. Ashley Lythe having a nightmare. A 4 at half time.
Yeah, it's pretty early on in terms of save, isn't it, for him?
Yes.
Still a proper young pup. So he's probably just being totally outmuscled and outplayed.
He's going to be coming off.
Nice.
Why
Smuts is asking why the Badgers goal was
disallowed?
disallowed.
After all last night's Astor goals being disallowed. It really should have been, but super Kev, what's going wrong? Forrester sickeningly bad. A 5. Not performing so well. This is 4 goals though. Anyway, so Badgers are going to be taking off Lythe and bringing on Lee Young Pyo. I was clicking. I'm trying to click. It's not having much fun. Lee Young Pyo. Switch with Milevsky. There we are. Forrester should be shunted off more Robot Wars. Anyway, into the second half we go. Pelham didn't want any subs till 60. And
what do you think about the Premier League deciding to try and complete the Christmas schedule, Dan?
Bit stupid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. It's stupid. Give everyone a rest, and actually, if you are going to, potentially lock people down, why lock people down just because they paid a lot of money to kick a? Why not lock people down just because they paid a lot of money to kick a ball about?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, think about the people. Don't think about the sport. Anyway, so that's a shunt. So Badgers. Ratings wise, Milevsky on a 5, still at centre back. Famani, but Cabello is it's all about money, isn't it? It is all about money in this situation. It's not about welfare and well-being or anything like that. Pelham, just to check, Appleton might be injured. Elliott's on a knee injury, and Appleton is not injured. I don't know. Boxing Day without football. Quite often I don't get a chance to watch anything on Boxing Day, to be honest, because I'm usually in family stuff, so if it was off I wouldn't notice. Selfish point of view there from me.
No, I definitely get it. I love Boxing Day football. I love Boxing Day horse racing. I love everything about Boxing Day sports. A massive part of that, but there just absolutely seems to be no plan really in terms of what's going on. You've got some games that are being cancelled, some games that aren't being cancelled. You've got teams having to decide last minute. You've got fans travelling hundreds of miles to then be told a half an hour before kickoff that they don't need to be there because it's getting cancelled. Just all an absolute shambles, and it is that they're just scared of losing out on the television money. That's it, pure and simple. And there's no way that World Cup goes ahead next year. No way.
You don't think it will?
No chance. No chance. There'll have to be a suspension of football at some point because the kind of numbers are only going one way really in terms of elite level players catching COVID or having to quarantine or whatever. There's just no way they're going to squeeze it all in. And then there's the actual kind of player welfare side of it and the international travel. There's no way that World Cup happens next year.
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a thought. I wouldn't be surprised if they at one point decide to just go for a half season somewhere. Everyone plays each other once.
Yeah. I mean, that very, very nearly happened in the kind of, the year before where it was genuinely suspended. It looked, you probably, I suppose the counter argument to what I'm saying is it's not, you would hope that it's not going to get that bad, where you're going to have to kind of invest in project restart and stuff because the infrastructure is already there. But I don't see how it can continue with this kind of, rolling of the dice half an hour before kick-off to see if the game's going ahead.
No, it feels a bit like that. It just feels madness. Some teams being allowed to call games off when other teams are in the same or better situations worse situations than they're having to play.
And ultimately it favours the big side of the whole big goal.
It's 2-1 and Carlos Jackson is who turns the game round. 5 minutes to go. Back to where he's running. It's an red card for Ekiog. Back to running where he was before. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, last night, of course, Jax was running. He was running there, wasn't he? So by law of averages, he has to run. He has to make his arrow go back over there. He does want the arrow playing central. This is all about last night's bizarre arrow. So what we got here? Ekiog. Who's going to go and play centre back? There has to be somebody joining as a back three. So who's it going to be?
You get rid of Jax and drop someone in probably.
There's no substitute defenders.
Actually, there's no substitute. So what do? You drop
Famani.
You drop Collins into MC maybe, and drop Famani back and go Jax MC.
He's going
so
fullbacks.
Fullbacks. There we go. That makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yep. With one arrow up. There we are. That looks alright then. Yeah.
Yes, Stu makes a reasonable suggestion, which is to play the games behind closed doors, stop fans travelling, and if we do go into a circuit break, I'd have the players in hotels like they did last time.
Yeah, I mean that
full
would work,
time,
wouldn't it? Full time, and the team did play better with live off. Pelham didn't play too badly at all. In fact, both teams having 5 shots on target apiece. It wasn't a bad game. It was much better than the first game, wasn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, and I think it's happened quite a lot to Pelham where they've not been out of games, but just have really not had the firepower up top to kind of get the second goal or the third goal. Really.
They don't have a striker that's going in it, do they?
No, and I think that's probably going to determine the season. And you probably knew that after 5 games, and Dimble probably knew that after 5 games. Stick Davy Collins in that Pelham side, and he, they probably scored double the amount of goals. Really.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be criticised for not moving to Grimsby at some point during his career.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and a man of the match performance for Rayad yet again. I mean, his average rating is just flying up at the moment. Superb.
He's
Churchtown 1878. Dangley Sprungfelt. Yeah, I haven't seen Wooder, but I mean he's not always on chat, is he? And Savage is
probably hiding because the Dangleys have been absolutely dog shit this season with a stellar, well, not a stellar squad, but a much better squad. He's probably in terms of contributions to the league, he's doing worse this season with a miles better squad.
I don't think the arrows are supposed to be on. I'm just going to check this. I don't think the arrows are in the right place at all. So I will just check that. I think they're made up. I don't think I actually sorted the arrows. So let me just have a quick look at those. Savage will say they're not right, and I think I know. The team is set up. It doesn't look right. The arrows. Yeah, They weren't right. The arrows are just going forward. That is very wrong. Yeah, this is right. There we go. It was the arrows that are set to a 3-4-3 at the beginning. I just haven't changed any. There we are. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, 4 players there going forward. It is exactly what should be happening.
Yeah,
So,
I think those arrows might have even been a little bit too much for Swem.
the real E arrows out wide. Yeah, I just sorted the arrows. Anyway, all is good. Ronaldo is captain. What a great season he's been having so far.
Yeah, as always.
As
always.
Fifey.
Yeah.
Easy, yeah. And yeah, it's good to see people such as Jeff Whitley heavily involved in the first team today. No, sadly, he's suspended. He's absolutely vital to the team, and he's suspended. So we'll have to see how he goes. Yeah, no Dean Saunders this season at all. He was in 2 squads last season. I had to clone Dean Saunders. That was the weirdest thing, having to clone Dean Saunders for 2 Dragons.
Are they both in this under Dangley squad?
Yeah, he was in Dangley's and Wacky Racers, both teams.
Nice.
So yeah, Dangley's, who initially submitted the 2 at the Mac team, but that was quickly thrown out. And he did say what he wanted me to do was to move Di Canio out and put John Terry in, switch it that way. There was a backwards arrow on Hughes, so I've kept the backwards arrow on Hughes. I haven't been told anything else. So if there was a Dean or a Saunders in The Simpsons, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Emre and Bowyer for me probably be the other way around, but apart from that, it's probably about as strong as it goes.
Should be doing much better, shouldn't he? Giggs, Bowyer, Mutu, Terry, Adams, even. Good side that should be doing a lot better, really.
A win guarantees a place in the top 10, barring a massive Blues victory. But apart from that, just being 9th at the end of the day isn't superb. They're playing Sprungfeld, who, with a win, will a 3-goal win, 2-goal win even, would put them top of the league.
Yeah, just have a little look at Dangley's arrow on the league table, because I think they started off well and then they kind of fell off the cliff a little bit. Up the 4th, and then they've just absolutely bottomed.
Yeah, they did have a good little run. They did, compared with Sprungfeld. Sprungfeld have been consistently above them.
Yeah.
Have we played? Let's show me the card on my subs. No, you haven't played yet, but I will put you on when you're back. That's fine. I'll put you on when you're back. This I can have Metzelder in next season. Metzelder was, I don't think he was considered, was he? But he's a bad boy. So what am I looking for here? Last time they played, Sprungfeld won 2-1. Goals: Emre, Duff, and Lurling. So, what are you going for today? Sprungfeld in white and blue.
Sprungfeld 3-1.
3-1. Let's go, because we're at 10 o'clock, but I know it's obviously we had a late start tonight, but I actually feel we're playing slow as well. I think I'm messing about too much.
There's been sweet chats, there's been project restart chats, so that's probably
but they're very, very important things. Ross going for 2-2 on these games. The Division 1, we've got a couple of Division 1 managers here. The Cup games will be played between Christmas and New Year. I wasn't going to do it if it was a league match, but because it's Cup, I will play it between Christmas and New Year and get that over with. I don't think Division 1 have got league Cup games. Division 2 have got Cup games next. If they did, I would have played that between Christmas and New Year as well. Oh, we have 10 minutes left of this one, so at the end of the match, we'll switch Zoom off and back on again and get it started. Quinton was going 3-0 at this point. Maverick, what a great chocolate bar Maverick was. Absolutely superb. Definitely my favourite chocolate bar, probably of all time.
That's a bad shout.
It's great. Mavericks were superb. They had everything of like a picnic, but without the nuts. It was great. 0-0 at half time, and looking at your Danglies. What does Danglies? I don't know. There's not much to report. They've barely tackled. They've barely done anything, but somehow their left winger is he's on an 8.
Yeah, nice little. You've just kind of said about how long we're taking. This is a really good little moment to catch up sometime. I think it was shite the first half, wasn't it?
What's this about me? What's Fifey doing? Is he being? What's that comment about? The no, what?
Don't know.
I don't know.
It's lost on me that.
Yeah, he's lost on me. Ronaldo on 83%. He's wearing 83% thigh injury. Ridiculous O-shaped formation incoming. There has been an O-shaped formation, definitely. But anyone going to make a change? Well, obviously it's just Savage that will be at this point. Is he going to be taking off Ronaldo for Saha or Carboni? Potentially.
He was absolutely good to lose the AFCON money as well.
Losing on penalties is always very, very harsh. But someone's got to do it, and
Savage okay till 60.
Lovely, good stuff. It's just come on there, brilliant. He did play an O shape in the cup, and won 4-0 with. I scored at least 4 anyway. Kevin Kyle got 4 goals, didn't he? We go straight to Sprungfeld at 60 minutes. Chances coming in. Look at this, is 64 minutes already. And Ronaldo now at 74. Nedved at 77. The groin injury there for Nedved. Eddie Pope possibly injured as well. Yeah, thigh injury. So it's 3 players definitely carrying knocks. There could be more. But and ratings wise, all at 6s and 7s as they go through. It's the game needs a bit more livening up. Lenichev off for Carboni.
You'd be substituting the 11 if you could.
Just to liven things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, would you be bringing on some Dangley's players for Sprungfeld and switching the teams over and going next goal wins? This is a contender for last on match of the day.
It is.
Let's see if there's another sub from Savage. Dangley's. No, so can Carboni play left? Well, he's not technically a left, is he? He's a right centre, but he probably has more chance of playing left than Ronaldo. I don't know. He's either footed, but he's central only, whereas at least Carboni can play on the side. And I've not got the editor open to check anything. Contender for last on Quest. Yeah, not even last on match of the day. It's on on Quest. UK Conquest. Great on there. Carboni for Nedved. To actually go left side. Things feel very. What's the word? I'm not going to use the word. Ignore that. I'm not going to say it's slow or anything, but I think tonight is kind of very, very relaxed paced, isn't it?
Yeah. We're on. Is your annual leave started?
Oh, yes. Yeah. 2 weeks off now. Just going to make sure leave as is. But with Carboni on, yeah. We'll do that. Unless he wants to. Yeah, I assume he still wants that change to happen. And so I have done it. I can't go back on it now. Oh, and there's Willie Byrne. What? It wasn't a penalty or anything. He scores straight away. Willie Byrne getting the opening goal. Was it a corner as soon as it came up there? Tato still got one more day at work. I can't imagine working this week for, with how tired the kids were through the last few weeks of term.
Absolutely. And the staff.
Staff were done in, yeah.
My team were wrecked.
Well, yeah, but you've had a lot to deal with by the sound of it compared with an average year. Man of the match
just
was
a bit.
Elisa Debe, and Willie Byrne gets that winning goal. It must have been from a corner or something straight away. So it's a free kick. De Flandre, Duff winning it, and Byrne half volleying it in. Superb. Tato decided to not be so les miserables as he could be there, but yes, lovely stuff. Friday off, but until then for Savage, and he's got himself a win. He's got himself second in the table as it stands as well. So great result there for Savage.
Three from three for me tonight. That not results, not scores, but results.
So I will close the Zoom and start it back up. It won't make any difference to the stream. I'll just keep talking through, and so I will just get these things going, end that, and join back on in a sec. So I'll restart my Zoom. Won't make any difference to you guys apart from me just talking through exactly what I'm doing, because that's what I do. I just keep talking words for the absolute sake of it. Dimble, good night. Hope you have a good sleep and get yourself ready for, I hope Father Christmas brings you a new striker. That'll be nice there, wouldn't it? Cheers, Wooder. Quinton finished last Thursday for holidays already. Duggan's coming back in to the chat. Have to find other implements instead. Yes. I think have I joined with my? Yeah, I'll just do that. Keep the stream going at its best. Right.
There we go.
We are back on, and you can see everything.
Yeah.
Not on me, but on the thing. So Steve next. CSCP Boston, who have, they've got a team in, but doesn't seem like Greaves is here. Steve going for one lineup change in total, I think it is. It's just there's one in the first team there. Sherko has come off the bench into the lineup, and Notman is on the bench. Other than that, it's the same as last time out.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what Steve puts out at the minute because he obviously is the reigning Super League champion. So yeah, I mean, he can put anything out there and he's going to get the win, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure he will. Yeah, I mean, we look at last time that they played each other, it was 1-0 to Boston. A goal from Zowley, who had an explosive start to the season and has really slowed down since. But I suppose if you just take it back a couple of games, the result probably didn't necessarily go their way when they played against Mega Horse. So we'll have to just see how they can get on in today's games. Yeah, it's an exciting team for them, and this time they'll be in their away kit because, of course, Boston in their home. We got Dianigi wants to.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that these guys share kind of club colours. Because what I did notice on Super League last night is that Steve is playing a tactic that actually does belong to Greavesy. So he's obviously not just stolen his club colours, but actually his tactics now as well, and his tactic files. So I'm obviously questioning if there's been a recent tournament where they've both been in it and they both had access to each other's tactics for Steve Wright to rock up with an identical tactic to Greavesy in Super League last night, which was interesting.
And here he is tonight playing the exact same formation as Greavesy.
Yeah. I mean,
4-3-2.
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, innit?
My tactic, same arrow. Yes, you'll have your own player instructions and whatnot, of course, within that. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. Boston last time were beaten by Gondor, so anything can happen. Divisionale in yellow and blue. Who's going to
win? Score draw.
Score draw. Would it be a score draw from Casa de Merda? We see same that lost 3 in 12. 3 defeats in 12 is always decent. It's up there, but now they're 1-0 behind. This team anyway, Boston, beating Divisionale 1-0 with a goal from Montella. But Sporting Clube Divisionale don't give up as they play through. They started off okay, but it's 2-0 and Amore. That's Amore with the goal. It's certainly going the way of the home team at this point. The centre backs are not getting going. Moas, Tiernan, both of them on 5s. Obviously they do play 3 at the back, but no, they don't. They play 4. I'm just talking nonsense tonight. More in reality, you've got yellow cards. It's 2-0 to Boston, 3-0 to Boston, and Zowli has scored
Oh dear.
again. Yeah, no shots on target for divisionally at all. What's the biggest loss the team has suffered this season? It's a good question, Quinton. I mean, if we had a little look at, say, divisionally this season, see how they've been getting. I think at one point they did have a 7-2 defeat.
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
necessarily...
always interesting that question always seems to come up during Steve's games as well.
We'll have a look at whether there will be subs for them. That's a player. Tiernan's on a 4, and they've got 5 players on a 5, and Agostinho is on a 7. So he's at least trying. He's at least trying to keep going for his team. No subs for Boston at half time. The players are fine. Nobody's under 75%, and that's when I tend to do stuff with Boston. There's no point making changes otherwise. Greavy's not hugely concerned. Yeah, I don't know what changes he'd make here. I think the game's gone already, which just chucking in
The game has gone,
stream.
but he said he's going to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah. 5 up front, 5 at the back, 5 up front. Arrows to halfway for everyone. Just go for the strangest looking formation you possibly could.
He's making me wait for it. He's doing an Alfia.
He's going to give me a new 11 to come on at half time. Alejandro to come on. Mark Tyler on a 5 is rare. He is rare. Tiernan off for Curtis. Yeah, Curtis Tiernan. That's being switched over there, so we'll do that. 3 subs at half time. Stoltzers for Duff. Duff's on a 6.
Hey, you Duff getting subbed. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, Notman for Sherko. And Curtis for Tiernan. That's what you wanted, yeah? Is he going to make me change positions now and go for Stoltzers to play somewhere other than right back, or... I'm going to go to 60 unless he stops me. Because if he's got tactical changes, then I'll... if I see something, I'll stop it immediately. 3 strikers, yeah, he's going for 3 strikers. He's going to 60 anyway. 3 strikers. Zagara in between. There we are. You can't make any subs now anyway. A bold move. Bold, yeah. They still make bold washing powder, but they don't make Radion anymore. That's disappointing, isn't it? No Radion washing powder.
Radion.
Bright orange packet as well.
What's the weirdest advert you remember from being a kid?
Stoltz's where Zagara was 3 centre backs.
Oh, come on, Steve.
Well, who's playing wide? Jorgensen and Estai would have to go wide if that's the case, because you want 3 strikers. So I'll have to move those 2 out wide if that's what you want. But then and I assume that would be more sensible, would it? No, Estai's going to stay. Estai's going to stay there, I guess. Yeah, the belly's going to get you out of it. That one's weird.
Yeah, that was pretty strange, right?
Long arrows. It only lets me do short arrows. Just, oh, blimey. Long arrows. Up to Jorgensen. Estai. Oh, the arrows for the centre backs. Alright, okay. Got you. You actually want that. That's what that says, doesn't it? Up to Jorgensen, up to Estai.
I don't know, because what he's done, Dan, I don't know if you've noticed it, but he's actually sent 12 messages for 2 subs, for 2 changes. So, fucking hell, stay away, man. Jesus Christ.
Any Guinness advert was mental. There's some interesting Guinness adverts, weren't they?
Were there some weird Guinness adverts, were there?
I remember the sort of the good Guinness adverts. with the the Fat Planet from left field as a music and whatever. Tango
Yeah.
Man, the Tango Man was good. Was that the
Yeah, people getting their eardrums burst in school because of the slaps.
Tango Slap was fantastic, says Savage. Peter Schmeichel is a pig farmer. It's 3-1 by the way, and Torricelli's going off injured, and Manighetti is a left back anyway, so he will go on.
No fucking hell, Steve wants another hour. Fuck me.
Long Arrow Moas if chance. No, because it's gone 60 minutes. It's 4-1 by the way. It's 4-1. I can't put the arrow on outside of the subtimes. And Hujinali pulled another one back, which is disallowed. Mr. T Snickers advert. Puma Hard Chorus was brilliant. Saw that knocking around the head. I don't remember that one at all. Get some nuts, yes. Aqua Fresh refreshes your breath naturally. That was double mint that refreshes your breath naturally, not Aqua Fresh.
Sillet Bang was pretty good.
The Sillet Bang remix.
Yeah, it's John Scott Sillet Bang remix on YouTube. Look it up.
It's brilliant. Is that one? Yeah. 4-1 full time. Lovely stuff for Boston, keeping this off top of the league. It's Pizza Hut with Southgate, Pizza Hut with Murray Walker and Damon Hill. That was great. All of the Pierce, Waddle and Southgate was very good.
Yeah, I was never had enough money to go to Pizza Hut. It was like Pizza Hut was like if you're at the Metro Centre, you're out shopping or whatever, and you want to go for your tea, you could never afford Pizza Hut.
I only started going with his buffet.
Oh yeah, Pizza Hut buffet is a great shout.
Pizza Hut challenge, as you called it. It was always eat as many as you could. The bunch of chavvy-looking guys singing "Truly, Madly, Deeply" in the pub. Don't remember that one.
No, the Wine Gums one was good though,
Savage.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for Division Ali. Amore, man of the match, and that's been successful. Fifey's here. So we go to Flamingos versus Aussie's Dream, which last time these two played each other, Aussie's Dream won 4-2.
Yeah, they got the win, didn't they?
In the car park. So, see how they get on for today. Flamingos with their team sees Brugink coming into the team, Kewell moving over to the other side as Georgic plays on the left, Penzer's back in, Addo's back in, and Williams as well, Ambrosini. One of the many changes out there. Archibald is out of the team for today, so some big changes.
Yeah, obviously, with me on comms and West Country Flamingos being up, I've got to say if he does win the award for the best concept that isn't a concept that he's trying to spin like a concept. So yeah, well done, mate. The best concept that isn't a concept that he's trying to spin as a concept with Penza up top.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, there's some good ones here. Yeah. Hula Hoops with Harry Enfield doing his And take what you want, both night and day, re-record.
Oh, the
fade
cage.
Away.
Quentin Fortuna with a cage, the Nike cage advert is absolutely class.
Oh yeah, and the Brazilian
Cantona
team at the airport was good as well.
Yeah. And then Nike even brought out the little game where you could play football in the cage online. So good.
Coors Light with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Coors
Pretty good.
Light. Yeah, Grolsch, the old Steve McLaren ones.
Only let it drink it when it's ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Penzer's captain. I didn't see a captain being selected.
The Daz ones, Dale Winton just smashing on people's doors.
Danny Baker as well.
Yeah.
Shane Ritchie.
Yeah.
They were all doing it, weren't they? Aussie's Dream today, 4-1-3-2 again. Back to how it was. And the only change sees Van der Valle dropping out, and so Morales is left back, and Brown has gone over to the right.
Yeah. He's big. He's big on his kind of lower league heroes, isn't he? It's not my cup of tea because I don't know enough of these players, but fair play to him. It's stick to his guns and kind of back in players that he likes and that have been good for him.
Yes, yeah, players that have been good that are absolutely nothing like they were in this save.
Yeah.
So Ki Hyun was on a team in the cage. The Funk Soul Brothers.
Oh yeah, they all had names, didn't they? They all had names. So the little trios all had names.
I've forgotten about this completely. I'm going to have to watch it. Who's going to win this game,
So
by the way?
good. Flamingos 5-0.
5-0 to Flamingos, and that will be a perfect present there for the little one as Fifey dedicates the result, whatever it is, to the Smuts family. Yeah, although surely you wouldn't want to see this little lad's dad getting destroyed on the first day of his life. 4-1 to Flamingos. Oh, Steve Brookstein nearly scores against all odds, and
I think we've got to go. I'm gonna while you're commentating on this, I'm gonna try and find out what the names of the teams were on the night football.
oh, do it, yeah, I'll be watching the advert. Oh, Woodgate has gone off injured. Woodgate is off injured. There's no defender on the bench. Ambrosini is the one who usually come on. Can we see the score for the previous fixture? Yeah, we did have a look at it. We did, but we'll look again while Fifey thinks who we'll bring on. The previous fixture was 4-2 as a reminder there. And yet Maresca did score a goal. Morgan Norman refereed the match. So just over to Fifey to confirm that Ambrosini will probably be the one coming on, unless he fancies Cambiasso at centre back and Barry Ferguson on. Yeah, Ambrosini. There we are. So who is refereeing today's game? It's Sten Samuelson, not Morgan Norman. Cambiasso with a chance. It's been saved, and Liberopoulos has scored to make it 1-0 to Flamingos. Just, James Williams has scored to make it 2-0. He's having an absolutely superb match at the moment. Check your phone, horse. Thomas Rosicki's the last star from Nike's 2002 Cage advert to retire, and the teams are on. So what I'll do is I'll forward it to Duggan. So I'll send you the teams. There you are. You've got it. 2-0 half time. Great leading. Oh, look at that! 9 shots, 9 on target. They're up for this. So it means Renson's made 7 saves. He's at least keeping his team in this one. Eto, just to let you know, is a potential foot injury. Georgic is just lacking match practice. Yes, and it is James Williams scoring his 2nd goal in just his 5th match. What a player he's turning out to be. Yeah, 4-4 on aggregate now. You're absolutely right. Yeah, looking at reverse fixtures, Steve Brooker is on 81% with a thigh injury. I mean, I'd be bringing on Jordanos for him at this point. I don't think anyone else is doing anything. As is, says Fifey, and I will just leave it on Brooker on their potential thigh injury for Smuts to enjoy. Wait for him to tell us that Jordanos should be coming onto the pitch and get his first goal for the club. Fifey can make my changes. You can't ask the opposition's manager to make your changes, surely.
Just while we're waiting, I'll quickly read you these teams. So we've got the Cerebrus, who are Wiltor, Turam and Davids. The Equipe de Fuego, who are Crespo, Lopez and Mendieta. The OS Tornadoes, Figo, Ronaldo and Roberto Carlos. That sounds incredible. The Tuto Benny, who are Riziki, Cannavaro and Ferdinand. Then we've got the Toros Locos, who are Saviola, Luis Enrique and Ljungberg. The Triple Espresso, Totti, Nakata and Henri, and Northern Burn speciality, that one. And then we've got the Funk Seoul brothers, who are Danielson, Seoul and Ronaldinho. And then we've got the One Touchables, Vieira, Scholes and Van Nistelrooy. My money would probably be on the Tornadoes, Figo, Ronaldo and Roberto Carlos.
There are some good teams there. Some very good teams. Yeah. It's like the Lopez, Mendieta, Crespo. Is that the Equipo del Fuego, the fire team? I'm sure that should be the champ manager failure team. That could be.
Yeah, flops.
It is. The game is kicked off. Jordanos has come on at half time as the one change there. Anchois just missed the target. We'll go to Smuts first. Jordanos with a close one there. 60 minutes. So we go to Smuts first because he's obviously going to take a little bit longer to have a look, especially if potentially Fifey's making the changes. You can have a quick look at these ones and spend more time on his own side. Looking at how it is, Georgic just he's tired, wasn't he? Everyone else similar. Etu is still on that potential injury. Triple Espresso won the final. Triple Espresso, Henri, Totti, Nakata, Fiore, and Jeremy's it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Totti, Nakata, and Henri. I like that. The one touchables. That's a cool name. Scholes, Vieira, and Van Nistelrooy.
It's all they need. Do a dealer's choice. Is this me? Right. Okay. So a quick look at what we do, and I think really it'd be Kaka off and Tando on. There we are, and Fifey going as is. Lovely. I think there's 2 matches after this, and I think it's your game and my game. So we'll play Mega Horse next, and leave yours as the big highlight of the show.
Wow.
Henri with a header won the game. Flamingos make it 3, and it's Eto scoring the I would say not quite the winning goal. It also puts them up on aggregate there, 5-4 on aggregate against a team that are clearly not as good. But yeah, well played. 12 shots, 12 on target, and 6 shots
clinical.
on target.
Clinical, absolutely clinical.
Yep, Renson's making loads of saves, did his best, and Etu man of the match. An assist for Liberopoulos as well as his goal, and again, another 8 for this guy who's now on 11 for handling. He's on his way up. He's on for being one of the world's best. Radoy played a 5, not the great there, and Cambiasso the weakest link there for Aussie Stream as well. For Aussie Stream for Flamingos. Why are you only scoring 3? Yeah, it's better than last time. You only scored 2 against them and conceded 4. Anyway, so Blues versus Mega Horse. Blues didn't get a team in on time this week, so the enforced change is that Richie Wellens is suspended off the bench, and the only midfielder, only person who can play in the centre of midfield at all, Ryan Williams, is brought on as the 3rd substitute. They won't be making any changes, and that was a lineup that they played there, so it's the same side as before. And for Mega Horse, changes today with Kohler suspended. The only lineup change saw Thomas Chihong coming back into the middle of defence, who was terrible when he first came in and settled in. What's your view on this one?
If Blues not getting a team in means they should automatically forfeit 3-0, so Mega Horse 3-0.
3-0. Last time round it was 4-1. So just a reminder there, the opening game of the season it was 4-1. Gramozis and Kirsten with 2 each, and I think Hall got 2 assists. Yeah, he did, and Kohler got 2 assists as well. So, but Kohler suspended for today, of course. Horse to win 2-0, says Ross as well. Get down the gift shop and buy a flamingo. Blues obviously a much stronger side with Rox doing something with them at the moment. They're starting to find a winning mentality, but don't forget the old manager, Mr. Dunning, won the league with a different Blues side last season. So you know the squad is there they are. They're 1-0 up as well. Palacios getting the goal, and Mega House not really getting going. To be honest, not really getting started at all.
Yeah, been a lot of blue text there, hasn't he?
Yeah, huge amount of blue text. Ho trying to put the ball in towards the box. Juskoviak looking a bit quiet at the moment. Coming up towards half time, and you know there are chances coming both ways at the moment. But will there be another one? Eigenraut taking a yellow card, which he did last game as well. So he's on his way towards a suspension, and having only played about 2 or 3 times this season. Collision, he's having a bit of a nightmare. Megahorse without a shot. Blues with 6. They're not making any changes during the whole game, and Gramozis is looking a bit tired, but I think 15 minutes into the second half will be all right, take the keeper out. I'm not going to mess up the team. This is it's the first time that Rocks hasn't submitted a team, so it just goes to simple enforced changes only. Villy gets the equaliser. Look at that, he gets his end away, and is that 2-1? It is. Juskoviak has scored just before the subs.
Wow,
Turnaround.
brilliant.
Big turnaround. Moses is on 79. He'll be coming off. Now the change here. So Moses coming off. Jörg Alberts was actually Yashvili. Didn't even make the change, did I? Yashvili will come on. Lashvili, of course. And Marcelino going back. The only games where recently we've scored a few. There was this one, wasn't there? 7. It's a good question there, Tato. Yeah, they got 7 in that game. So it was good to see that you asked that question. I think it's quite good to bring out what the team can do.
Who was that against again? Who was that against? Sorry,
Division
stream just live.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Division Alley.
Is that Steve's team?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, do you know him well?
Yeah. Not really, mate. No, I know he's top of the Super League, though.
He is top of the Super League. Gotta give him some credit for that one. Leave Alberts there. Marcelino can go forward a bit. Okay. I will just kick on to the end. Can you just commentate to the end of the game, please?
Come here, yeah.
There we go.
Interesting to see if Blues can get back into this. Another chance for Mega Horse. 2-1 out of nowhere, really. Haven't been the worst side in the first half. Blues with a chance, walk out, and a civilian Duff. Yellow card for Paraiba. I'm going to do an absolute bodge job of pronouncing some of these names. 80 minutes gone now. Kerr with a chance, and there he's squared it to Mark Anthony, who equalises for 2-2. 4 minutes at a time. And looks as though it's going to roll into a bit of a damn script to finish. And there it is. Full time. The 2-2 draw. Roberto Palacios getting man of the match. And the goal's been shared between Mark Anthony Palacios, Jakoviak, I think, and Tobias Will. The only man to concede 7 in both saves. Yeah, that's some accolades. But top of the Super League, mate, you're going to win the league, so you'll be absolutely fine. How have you made Kalozny shade? Ross, I'm guessing that was alright. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Kalozny's pretty solid. I think him and Smerton are always good value in that first season and that January window for the Bosman signing. And Fifey, I don't think hospitals have gift shops anymore. Horse capable of scoring goals, though. Duggan, ain't they capable of smashing teams? Yes, I think so. What's my favourite Christmas song? Favourite Christmas song? That's a great question. So, I'm not religious at all, but I quite like Krista Berg's Spaceman Came Travelling. I think it's a brilliant bit of storytelling by a song. Wouldn't kind of put it on at a party, but I think it's definitely one of the best Christmas songs. Other than that, I think you kind of beat a bit of Shaking. You can hear a bit of Shaking Stevens. He's pretty good value. Reminds us of being a kid at Christmas. Yeah.
Ooh, controversial.
What was that?
The result.
Yeah, late on.
Yeah, well,
late on.
They played better in the first half, way better. Anthony with the goal. Look at that. Well, they tried. So, Blues, Realati, Palacios. Yeah, some good ratings from them, definitely. Good tackling. Mega Horse. Eigenraut at least played himself to an 8. But, yeah, it was alright, wasn't it? Bartho got his assist, so quite good. There's some. What's his Christmas songs?
Yeah, best ones.
What's
your favourite?
When I see the word Spaceman, I was thinking it was Babylon Zoo Spaceman, which I actually got played on the dance floor at Savage's wedding.
Did you?
Yeah, there's only about me and him dancing to it.
That's great. That's a great song. What was the first single you ever bought?
on CD.
Just any whatever it was.
It was Bohemian Rhapsody and These Are the Days of Our Lives, the double A side, when
Nice.
Freddie Mercury had died. That was the first
Nice.
one.
Decent.
You used to get a lot on
Brim,
tape.
Brimful of Asher.
Brimful of Asher. What, 1997
Corner
is it?
shop.
98, 97?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, my first one was 1991. Although I think I
Nice.
bought it in January 92. To be honest, it was after it had been number one.
Spaceman is unreal in assembly with a cannon going on. Yeah, absolutely. Tate, I'm a big fan of singing in rounds or cannons, whatever you want to describe it. But yeah, I think Spaceman came travelling. It's a beautiful piece of storytelling, even if the origins are just absolutely batshit crazy, and the consequence of mental illness, really. Anyway,
Welcome to the Jungle from Ross.
That's pretty good.
Savage
That's
enjoying
pretty good.
proper crimbo. Tato with Indulci Jubilo. Christmas wrapping by the waitresses. Does Stu actually like it? I thought it was one of those songs no one actually liked, but it still got played. Anyway, so I mean, my favourite Christmas song isn't even a Christmas song. It's to do with the season, but it's "Ring Out Solstice Bells" by Jethro Tull. So that's my.
Of course
favourite.
it is. Of course it is.
It's a superb tune, that. Superb. And if you don't know it, get it listened to. Should be on there. Why can't this be loved by Van Halen? Or Van Haley? Van Haley was Van Roy's wife, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It would be Tran Haley.
Tran Haley. That's a drag queen near me.
So explain your changes for today.
Yeah, just a couple. We've been awful last few games. I think everybody fully expected us to be awful all season, but we have got the 2 wins, I think, and I think we should have had a third against Aussies, but they scored an equaliser last minute. So yeah, just pushing on the flat back 5 a little bit further, try and get some crosses in via the DMLs and DMRs, and then the AMC to see if Yoon Young can do anything tonight. Obviously, fans out there, obviously the 7 people that are still in the chat have only hung around for She, and unfortunately he's still suspended tonight. 2
more games to go, but obviously a special mention today for dear me, no, for Kim Byung-Shi.
There we go. With us in spirit.
My favourite Christmas song is Not Another Rock and Roll Christmas. I'm not a Gary Glitter fan. Thank you very much. Grove for today. Grove making one change, seeing Sol Campbell's suspension, puts Lauren into defence, and Curtis moves into the middle.
Yeah, Lauren in real life, I think he was massively underrated for Arsenal. He was an absolute tank at right back, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. That Arsenal side was full of kind of players who, if they weren't any other side, would be absolutely awful. But for that Arsenal Invincible squad, they could just kind of call them up and stick them in, and it'd be absolutely fantastic, no matter where they were playing, really. Yeah, it's solid. Big fan of Lexi Smerton. Love the Alessandro, but you kind of hope for me tonight that it's a little bit too early for him stats wise in season 1. But yeah, Smerton's an absolute beast.
Yes, yeah, and predictions for this Van Haley's the Van Halen regen.
I hope we can get a point, ones each.
Well, it would be good if you could. Definitely good to see the teams at the bottom of the table trying to keep up with the rest. I mean, the start's been good for Grove. Definitely, it's got to be said there. Cole is scoring the opening goal, and Grove chasing himself back at the table. Quinton going for 2-1 to Red West. But chance is still coming in for Grove. I mean, Tato saying 3-1. John Curtis has been booked, by the way. Kim Byung-Ji and Kanu, the 2 best players in the pitch so far. Patrick Berger making it 2-0. And this game is probably over already after just over half an hour.
I think so, mate. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we look at it. Half time, he's now with us after 50 minutes in the first half. 6 shots to none, all on target.
Wow.
The good thing is you put all your shots on target.
Yeah.
John Curtis at 85% is potential foot injury. And that's it for conditions there. Hao Haidong has a potential knee injury, and he's also suffering from a lack of goals. Nanami also with a knee knock at this point.
Yeah, if we can just go direct. Can I change tactics or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just go direct. That'll do.
There we are. Just waiting for Stu, who might say keep going. He might say bring on David James. The game's all over. John Curtis off. Who's coming on? It's an attacking bench. Robert on. And I assume this is a tactical change. Probably 4 at the back. And I can see Finnan and Anderton playing at fullbacks maybe. Or is he just going to get a go at centre back? It'd be good if he did. Just give him a go at centre back and see how he gets on. Probably score, to be honest. Swap Finnan back.
I mean, I'd be very surprised if this doesn't end up 4.
So swap Finnan to back and into middle. So Finnan's playing middle of the back 3. Is that what that suggests there?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, yeah, because that's swapping with Robert. Yeah, it must be it. Yeah. It's 3-0. It's D'Alessandro getting the goal. Grove have consolidated this now. Condition-wise, Robert's lost 7% already. He's got a foot injury. And Darren Anderton is still not injured. Isn't that something?
That's my little girl going a little bit crazy, mate. So I am going to have to dart off before the closing words. Thanks for having us, Dan, mate.
Absolutely fine. That is fine. Thank you very much for being on, and great AFCON as well.
Merry Christmas, all Swampers. All the best to you.
Merry Christmas. See you later on. Bye bye. Will there be a sub for Stu? That's will be the question to be asked here. I'm just going to end my Zoom, so I don't need to be on the Zoom, do I? There we are. Kanu off, Berkovic on. Oh, I wonder what at this point. I think if Hao Haidong comes off, and who would come on at this position? Not a striker, not a home goalkeeper. Even Choi Young Soo can come on. Not brought the wrong player off. There we are. Anderson is not injured. Right, I think that would be it from Stu. We're going to the rest of the game. Oh, chance there as Ryan Kyu Sa nearly scored at that point. 3-0. It is 15 minutes left, just over now. The game looks pretty much over, doesn't it? Will there be a 4th goal to enjoy or endure? I don't think so. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, full time. There we are. So D'Alessandro, man of the match. Kim Byung-shi still played well in goal. They did have a shot, 10 shots, 8 on target. And Grove comfortable in their victory. Nakazawa getting at least a bit of credit out there in centre back. Well played. So the results for today shows that it was one away win for Sprungfelt, and the rest of it was pretty much, well, apart from the Blues Mega Horse game, everything else was a home win. So yeah, Darren Anderson not being injured, what a result that was. Boston going to the Christmas break 3 points clear of Sprungfelt with Mega Horse 3rd, a point back Badgers, and then Flamingos and Fortuna and Grove and Divisionale all there up into the 20s. Then there's a bit of a gap. Blues 5 points further back. Gondor in 10th. Danglies in 11th there with their results today. Aussie's Dream up on 10 points. Pelham 8 and Red West Pacific on 7. A look ahead to the next round of league games. It's just 1 week away. It will be played. And notice that there is a game coming up before that. I think it will be the Mega Horse game. So I'm going to skip to this. No, I'm not going to skip to it now. I will not going to appeal against any red cards. There was something I was going to do here because the sackings will come in. The sackings will come in, won't they? So I'm going to click through very quickly to have a little look through, see if anyone gets sacked in their first bit. Defend Swan. Will there be a sacking? Supporter protests. There's been all sorts of stuff. Jonathan Wood gets out for a month. A supporter protest. Curtis is happy. There's got to be a manager to go on the Monday. Surely. Are we going to see some go? And there, the forward manager has been sacked. But all the clubs here have still got their jobs. Danglish are still finishing the bottom 2. They've survived so far. Kyle showing promise. Ekio banned for an extra 2 games. Kyle's promise is looking good. And will we see a manager to go? There's got to be someone. Someone usually goes at round 14. No one's lost their job yet. Well, what I'll do is I'll save it and we'll see what happens. There's bound to be someone going. I'm not even going to check the manager security. It is time I departed for tonight. So, chance to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas from myself. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, obviously have a good holiday time. If you're on holiday and if you're working, then enjoy work. But yeah, thank you very much to everybody. And we'll see Division 2 in the new year, possibly the 3rd of January. We will make sure I confirm in good time. And don't forget Division 1, the Cup games will be played on Wednesday night this week. Ready for Christmas coming in. Sorry, not Wednesday night this week, Wednesday night next week. As we do that, so every game is done for the Christmas period now. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, goodbye.